po dito sa Smart Arena Coliseum. Nagbabalik ang inyong PBA. Pag titignan nyo si Asi Taulava, talagang patotohanan niya na age doesn't matter. Asi Taulava showing brilliance in spite of him being already 41 years old. Alam niyo ba ito, very interesting. Si Coach Boyet Fernandez is only 2 years older than Asi Taulava. Coach Boyet is 43 at naging magkakampi pa nga sila sa national team that competed in Busan in 2002. Ang sabi ni Coach Boyet, ibang klaseng Asi Taulava itong nakikita niya from yung naging kakampi niya. At kung ito nga daw yung Asi 5 years ago, baka nag-iba ang kwento. Ang sabi nga ni Asi Taulava, this is like a second lease, a second chance for his career, and he's making sure that he's getting everything right. Charlie.
Thanks a lot, Riza. Well, talagang hangang-hanga naman tayong lahat kay Asi Taulava. The way he has worked himself back into the PBA and not just be a contributor, but a lead man para sa kanyang koponan. Although sa laro nga ito, hinahanap pa natin ang kanyang contribution. Here's Banchero on the move. He gets hit. Throws it up. Wants to go for 2 shots from the free throw line. Amboy Raimundo matatawagan ng kanyang unang person.
A nice pass coming from Big Manuel out of the post area. I think akala ng NLEX, Manuel was gonna make his move towards the hoop. And Banchero reading Big Manuel's intention very well. Good coordination on their part. Nabigyan siya ng bola. Ang pagkakataon to score from the free throw line.
1 out of 2 para kay Chris Banchero. You know, he performed very well dun sa rookie camp before the draft. And, you know, he ran the fastest, he jumped the highest, and things like that. And so far, you know, it's been on and off para sa kanya in his first few games. Pero he is a steady contributor at the point para kay Coach Alex Compton as Winnie Arboleda, paring Winnie, the veteran, hits a 3 from top of the key. 4 na lang ang lamang ng Alaska Aces, Kinito, from a high of 12 a while ago. So NLEX is starting to heat up on offense.
I think it will force the move of Alex Compton to maybe bring back some of the starters.
And Dondon Ontiveros misses. Eric Menk battles for it. Balik kay Dondon ang bola. Manuel on the move out to Azul. Gusto niyang bawiin ang 3 at yun na nga ang nangyari. Gets it right back.
And that's more bench points coming for Alaska. Makakascore dito, no? Si Banchero, si Ontiveros, si Manuel, si Azul. Those are all bench points coming from Alaska.
Kaya naman napatawag ng 30-second timeout si Coach Boyet Fernandez after that 3. Lead has gone back up to 7. And well, NLEX had cut it down to 4. Pero at least, you know, may signs of offensive life na nga itong NLEX. They started out slow, couldn't make a basket early on. This happy moment is brought to us by Happy Mobile. Happiness is on hand. It's a Friday, and those students from the University of the East, kita sa t-shirt nila, are enjoying this game. They have some alums in this ball game. Well, you know, Mark Borboran is from UE, and the newly acquired Rudy Linganay for NLEX is there, but he's not suited up for today's ball game. And there was a trade, no? Si Rudy Linganay pupunta sa NLEX at pinamigay naman nila sa koponan ng Kia si Eliud Poligrates.
Lingana hindi pa actually nakalista, no, sa lineup ng NLEX for this particular game. So I guess he's still working his way into the system ni Coach Boyet Fernandez.
Di sinabang agad ni Coach Boyet, no?
And also, I noticed that Coach Boyet, while no longer coaching San Beda, was there to support his assistant coach Adonis Guerra, who's the interim head coach ng San Beda in that big victory of San Beda over LaSalle. That hurt.
And you were there as well. And that might hurt.
Finals.
Ito, the big man, Sam Eman. Lakas ng lagapak on the floor, but the big man that he is, lakas yung mamang yan si Sam Eman, gets right up. And you know, Sam Eman, in this conference, has become a factor.
I think so. You know, in an all-Filipino conference, his size will definitely be a factor. No? It's just a matter of gaining the confidence and the opportunity na bibigyan niya sa kanya ni Coach Alex Compton.
Ipapatuloy, pamimigay ng papremyo ng Moneyball Dribble of the People dito sa PBA. 3,000 pesos in cash ang makakuha ng ating best player. Kaya dribblers, pakipindot na. And you might want to catch money ball at halftime of this game. You will see Carlo Lizardo.
Now, the matchup here is Eman against Asi Taulava. And that's a nice matchup, as you see. Winnie drilling it again from outside.
You know, the nice thing, that's 2 threes mula kay Winnie Arboleda. There are a few remnants of the former Metro Ball, ating NBA, nakatitira din sa PBA. One of them is Don Ontiveros. And the other one is, at least in this game, is Winnie Arboleda. Nagbabakbakan yan dati for Cebu and Laguna respectively. Huwag natin kalimutan si Coach Alex Compton nandun din data sa NBA. No? And until now, they're still showing their wares. Nakaka-contribute pa rin para sa kanilang mga kupunan.
And that's the second straight three-point shot that Winnie Arboleda scored against Hasul. And again, yung sinasabi natin, respeto, you have to respect his outside shooting ability. And one thing about Winnie is that being a veteran, fearless yan, hindi natatakot sa depensa. So tataasan mo ng kamay si Winnie, he will still look for that vision, that opening to hit the shot. So it's not enough that you hold up your hands to bother him. You've got to be able to distract him a little bit more, play more physical.
Sam Eman, gusto sana subukan ng depensa nito si Asi Taulava on the turn. Bakbakan para sa bola. Arboleda is there on top of Calvin Abueva. These two warriors were going at it to the delight of the crowd. At hanggang ngayon, ayaw pa rin bitiwan ni Calvin Abueva ang bola. Look at that spin move. And yun, bumagsak na yung dalawa. Walang gustong bumitaw. Sinakyan na ni paring Winnie si Calvin Abueva. He was trying to call a timeout. Not granted. Ang sabi ng referee, jumbo. Samantalang balikan muna natin si Riza.
Charlie, di mo ba napansin na sa sitwasyon na yun na kumbaga nakaka-physical, nakakadikitan na talaga si Calvin Abueva, very chill, very cool lang. Tinanong ko siya kanina, diretsahan, sabi ko, Calvin, parang bigla ka na talagang nagbago at ang bait-bait mo na. Ang sabi lang ni Calvin, alam mo hindi daw niya napapansin yan. Ang napapansin lang niya, maganda ang tinatakbo nila sa Alaska Aces, and if that means that he is or he has to behave very well, then he will continue this very good behavior. Kausap ko rin si Coach Alex Compton at ang sabi nga niya, na-appreciate niya yung ginagawa ni Calvin Abueva para sa kanila. He is growing as a man and he's hoping that the fans can also appreciate this effort ni Calvin. Hindi daw, or nagbago daw si Calvin. Totoo yan, kung sa ugali. Ang hindi lang daw nagbabago kay Calvin, yung energy niya. Charlie.
Thanks a lot. Ikaw, Riza, parang sinasabi mong hindi mabait si Calvin Abueva dati. Ha? Pero alam naman natin, we saw that early on in his rookie year. To the point, Kinito, and it's a fact, noong nanalo siya ng Rookie of the Year award niya, the crowd was actually booing him when he got it. But it just goes to show you, I'm sure the Alaska fans were cheering hard dahil favorite nila si Abueva. Pero yung mga kalaban, he was able to really affect them, and you know, they turned against him. But he deserved that Rookie of the Year award and has come a long way since then.
Oh, we've known Calvin for many years now at nakita ko ang development niya as a player. Matagal na kaming nag-uusap, especially about his family life, no? That he has an American father, ganon. He's been very open sa aming pag-uusap. I really think that he has matured. He's developing as a player. You know, for a guy his size, the way he rebounds reminds you of Dennis Rodman. You know, undersized, but what a rebounder. Got a nose for the ball, hustle. You know, I think it's a Filipino version of Dennis Rodman in terms of rebounding skills, not in terms of yung mga extracurricular ni Dennis Rodman.
Sometimes, yung ibang mga actuations siya on the court are very Rodmanesque, if you allow me to use the term. No? Itong si Dennis Rodman would love to get the goat of the person he was guarding. Medyo physical dumepensa. Ganyan din si Calvin Abueva.
Yeah.
But as you said, you know, both of them had skills. Dennis Rodman ended up as a Hall of Famer in the Naismith Memorial Hall of Fame, as we see a fast break. Brought to us by Smart Bro, tomorrow's internet. Eximiniano, nice feed, and the finish from Azul.
You know, you talk about bench production ng Alaska, you have to talk about the X factor, si Eximiniano. He's been very consistent in terms of point production. Tapos, kung kailangan ni Coach Alex Compton to speed up the game, play tough defense, put a little more pressure, nandyan si X factor.
Yun. Yung bagong pasok dito, as we see, Eman tip that ball away para sa Alaska Aces on defense right now. Rome De La Rosa. And you know, halos lahat ng laro natin ngayon, Kinito, parang may second generation player na naglalaro, anak ng former player or pamangkin or something. And this goes to show you, 40 years of this PBA, meron na nga mga anak. May third generation na nga na pamangkin na ni Jason Webb, na anak ni Freddie Webb. di ba, na naglalaro dito sa PBA. So, you know, we've come a long way. And for a big part of the PBA history, this guy has been there, Acid Olava, with his 2.
It's a legacy for the PBA, and it's something to be proud of. Yes, si Ron De La Rosa, ang kanyang father, si Ronnie De La Rosa, used to play in the PBA.
Was a undersized power forward para sa Shell team together with Benji Paras and Ronnie Maxanoc. They formed a very potent three-pronged attack during that era as we see a shot inside Calvin Abueva with the basket. Balik sa 8 ang lamang ng Aces.
Nakita mo yung touch pass doon, ha? So again, nagkakaabuyan ng Alaska. When they run their offense, they've got a lot of people who are touching the ball.
And look at that, hindi man lang halos mapasok ang bola. Finally, Cardona got it. Just a little overzealous. Here's that pass, yung touch pass na sinasabi mo. Then Abueva straight to the hoop. They weren't able to stop him on time. Yan ang Mang Juan Pinoy play of the half. Mula kay Calvin Abueva, 100% galing ng Pinoy mula sa Mang Juan. Packed with sarap ng Pinoy. Borboran, sinaran ng pinto. Aldrich naman ang titira from the outside. Sweet shooting, Aldrich Ramos.
What a marksman. Si Aldrich Ramos, I have not seen a player who can shoot that well from the three-point distance in a long time. Maybe not even ever. 64% shooting from three-point distance. That's even better than the free throw percentage of a lot of players at PBA.
Right. Talagang shooter to si Aldrich Ramos has grown into his role dito sa which was Air 21 last conference. Ngayon, NLEX Road Warriors na. And you know, I guess we have to mention it whenever these two teams meet. There was a trade between Aldrich Ramos and Vic Manuel. Diba? Nagpalitan ng players ng dalawang koponan, and both have benefited from that trade. Steady contributors for their respective teams. And you know, that's one of the times that the trade was mutually beneficial sa dalawang koponan na involved.
You see Coach Alex Compton. Inuutakan niya dito si Coach Boy Fernandez. He had Sam Eman matching up against Asi to tire him out. Now that Asi is a little bit tired out, he brings in a fresh sunny toss.
Si Sanito, sinantay pa rin ni Coach Alex Compton na bumutok sa konferensyang ito. You have taken a backseat to Abueva and Vic Manuel as far as scoring up front is concerned. Alam naman natin, wala rin si Gabby Espinas dyan. He's injured. It's a timeout at the 5:44 mark ng ating second quarter. Magbabalik.